He was obviously much better today than he was the last start in Chicago. The changeup was very good. He pitched up and down with his fastball. He, gives up one hit. Unfortunately, the no-hitter was going to be out of reach regardless just because of the pitch count, but he did a great job.
Two very different outings for him, obviously, last Thursday and then today. Brad, is he somewhere in the middle, or what do you see from him just in the early go?
I just think the outing in Chicago just was an off day. That wasn't the real Matt Boyd. He wasn't the guy we saw in spring training. I think today was a little bit more close to what we can expect.
A play that might go unnoticed, I mean, is that Mahtook play. If he doesn't, that could have been a triple and tie game.
Huge play, Mahtook cutting the ball off in the corner there in the last inning. So, that could be the difference in the game. We could still be playing right now.
Was the arm slot, they said maybe the arm was dropping a little too much. Is that something that Matt worked on with the conditions in Chicago? Is that what it was?
I don't think it was the conditions. I just think he had a little bit of a bad habit and wasn't able to adjust mid-game. Today was better. He still came down a little bit on the arm slot, sometimes on the breaking ball, but obviously it was still a very good outing.
James McCann, obviously you can always rely on him to call great games, especially for some of your younger players. But has he made an adjustment at the plate? I mean, with the 3 home runs already, got to be something you feel good about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Barry Bonds' home run record is in jeopardy. He's gotten off. Well, I hope he proves me wrong. But he has made an adjustment. He's shortened his stroke a little bit, especially with 2 strikes, and right now he's swinging back extremely well. And he's hit a couple big home runs for us, really.
How unsettling is the bullpen for you right now? I mean, today Green struggles a little bit. Obviously, K-Rod struggles a little bit. I know these guys have been pitching a decent amount, but is it too early in the season to think about something like that? It seems like it's harder for you than maybe it should be on a given night or day.
No, the guys are doing their job. Sometimes they're going to be successful, sometimes they're not. It's not always going to go smooth. But please, start the panic.
Well, that's what we do best.
I know, yeah. Get the panic rolling, and the nature of the closer, especially, is when he comes in the game, it's always a tight game. So if you have a base runner on, a lot of times it's the tying or winning run, and they're not going to be perfect every time. But he did what his job is, and that's to get the save and preserve the victory.
I don't think the fan base needs me to start the panic. I think
you don't hurt it.
Hey, one last one you mentioned Mahtook, and we talked about him again in the home opener here when he had the big pinch hit at bat. So, when you bring a guy like that in, you don't know when you're going to need to use him. The situations where you'd like to use him, but certainly he's paid some dividends for you.
He has. That play today was as big as the double he hit the other day. So we're still getting to know Mikie a little bit. His role is really to play against left-handed starting pitchers, and or maybe pinch hit when a lefty comes in, and play right field for the time being. So until JD gets back, and then we'll see what happens. But he has contributed, despite the fact he's struggled with the bat a little bit. Although he hit some balls hard in Chicago, he's contributed to help us win baseball games.